Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman of the Football History Dude podcast, and I'm stopping by this show real quick to tell you about a couple of cool giveaways that we have going on here at the network. Both are autographed books covering various topics of the NFL. The first is The Point After: How One Resilient Kicker Learned There Is More to Life Than the NFL by ex-NFL kicker Sean Conley. It goes over his unique experience as a walk-on kicker at the University of Pitt after never playing high school football. And then it gets into some of his time playing for NFL teams and so much more beyond the gridiron. The other is from author Kevin Bryant. His book is titled Spies on the Sidelines: The High-Stakes World of NFL Espionage. This book started as a curiosity, kind of a passion project to understand everything revolving around, well, Spygate. But this put Kevin down a rabbit hole learning about all sorts of espionage that has occurred throughout the history of the NFL. Both permissible and often the illicit techniques of gathering intel to try to impact the outcome of the game. To sign up for your chance to win an autographed copy of one of these books, all you gotta do is head over to sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways and sign up. That's sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. Again, check out all the other podcasts that we have in the Sports History Network as well. But now, back to your regularly scheduled journey to the sports history timeline.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history. And we're going to talk about some of the greatest events on this sports break that happened on July 20th. And we have some great players that made these things happen and some great uniform numbers that they wore. The uniform numbers we're going to talk about today are 24, 16, 41, 14, 30, 40, 44, and we already said 41, but we're going to talk about 41 a couple times. July 20th, 1906, the Brooklyn Superbas pitcher Mel Eason no-hit the St. Louis Cardinals lineup for a 2-0 victory at Robinson Field in St. Louis. Now, Mal Eason, quite the pitcher from yesteryear. July 20th, 1911, Boston Red Sox pitching sensation Smokey Joe Wood tossed a no-hitter of his own against the St. Louis Browns lineup in a 5-0 blanking for the Red Sox victory. And July 20th, 1912, Philadelphia Phillies player Sherry McGee stole home plate twice in a single game. According to an article in Saber.org, they say that Wood was, quote, undoubtedly the National League's most valuable player in 1910, and either he or Johnny Evers deserved the appellation in 1914. That season, one Philadelphia writer called McGee probably the best all-around player in the National League, and a Cincinnati reporter went a step further to say, to my mind, Sherwood McGee is one of the best all-around players the game has ever seen, unquote. That's from Saber.org. Great organization there, great website, and some excellent baseball history that nobody does it better than Saber. That's sabr.org. July 20th, 1916, the New York Giants traded future Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Christy Mathewson to the Cincinnati Reds. Now, we've talked about Mathewson quite a bit here. He has had some outstanding events, especially here in the month of July. And remember, he played for the New York Giants for so many years. So it's surprising that they would finally trade him and go to the Cincinnati Reds. July 20th, 1944, St. Louis Browns number 24, Nelson Potter, became the first pitcher suspended for throwing illegal spitballs. Now, Potter denied the charge against him, but to no avail as the suspension held. And it's a shame because he was on his way to a 20-win season in that year, and he became the first player in big league history not only to be suspended, but also ejected from a game for throwing a spitter. Now, well renowned for his screwball and slider pitch, ones that he mastered, well, they are the main reasons with his success. And with these two legal pitches, they played a big role in the Boston's National League club reaching its first World Series in 34 years in 1948. And, not sure why he would want to go to the spitball. Of course, he denies it, especially when you have two nasty pitches that are giving hitters trouble with that screwball and a slider. July 20th, 1956, New York Yankees pitcher Whitey Ford, number 16, tied an American League record of 6 straight strikeouts. This amazing record would eventually fall as Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, number 41, and more recently, Phillies pitcher Aaron Nola, number 27, threw 10 consecutive strikeouts within one game. They hold the record there, Seaver and Nola. July 20th, 1958, Detroit Tigers future baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Jim Bunning, wearing number 14, threw an amazing no-hit masterpiece against the Boston Red Sox to cruise to a 3-0 victory. And on July 20th, 1965, New York Yankee pitcher Mel Stottlemyre, number 30, hit an inside-the-park grand slam home run. Yeah, I said pitcher Mel Stottlemyre hit an in-the-park grand slam home run. That's an amazing story right there. According to thisdayinbaseball.com, they say he hit it in the 5th inning to deep center field and went over the center fielder's head with the bases loaded. And he was the first pitcher to hit an inside the park grand slam since Deacon Felipe did it with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1910. And Stottlemyre's bases loaded drive in the 5th off of Red Sox pitcher Bill Montbouquet gave them a 6-3 victory for the Yankees with that great inside the park grand slam. July 20th, 1970, Los Angeles Dodgers Bill Singer in his number 40 uniform no-hit the Phillies 5-0, giving up no walks. That alludes to a perfect game for Bill Singer in 1970. In July 20th, 1976, Hank Aaron, number 44, hit his 755th career and his final home run off of California Angels pitcher number 41, Dick Drago. In July 20th, 2020, Cristiano Ronaldo, in a uniform jersey number 7, became the first man to score 50 goals in Series A, La Liga, and Premier League with a double in Juventus 2-1 win over Lazio in the world of soccer and European football. So that is our sports break for today. I'm glad you joined us here. If you want more, go to sportshistorynetwork.com or go to jerseydispatch.com. And if you're looking for some football action, we talk about football every single day, pigskindispatch.com. Until tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so it
Retro
was that
sports
Marla Delph
advertisement
discovered the
clappers?
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW number 1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, Sports Writer. Coming soon.